Okay, I'm about to make lemon tart. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1 egg yolk and I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of heavy cream to that yolk. 2 tablespoons of heavy cream to that yolk. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of heavy cream to this yolk. Then I'm gonna whisk this together. Then I'm gonna set this aside. Then in a large bowl, I'm going to add 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. One and 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. Then I'm going to add 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And again, this is lemon tart. I'm making lemon tart. And 1/4 of a cup of Domino's granulated sugar. Then I'm going to whisk this together. Yep, I'm going to whisk this together. Make sure it's incorporated. Then I'm going to take my butter that I've left in the freezer for a few hours, maybe 3 or 4 hours. I'm going to take a stick of butter. And I'm gonna cut it into small pieces. Cut it into small pieces. As small as I can, as small as I can get them. You actually want to do this on a cutting board. Do this on a cutting board. Cut it as small as I can. Then I'm going to take my butter. I'm going to add it to my flour. Then I'm going to take my pastry cutter right here. This is a pastry cutter. And I'm gonna incorporate it in the butter into my flour. So I use it in a scooping motion like this. Do this until the butter is incorporated into it. Fully. It's got like the consistency of sand, almost like sandy. And when I'm always cleaning it off in like a sweeping motion. You know, when it gets a lot of butter in it. See how it's getting sandy? See how it's getting like sandy? That's what you want. Okay, that's good. That's pretty well incorporated butter. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my egg yolk, my one egg yolk and my egg yolk and heavy cream mixture. I'm going to add this to it. My yolk heavy cream mixture. Then I'm going to mix it in. I'm going to incorporate it. Mix it together until it forms a dough. See, I got to squeeze it pretty hard to, hydrate all the dough and make sure everything gets incorporated into it. See how it's incorporating perfectly though. Yep, perfectly incorporated. See, there's no residue or anything on the side. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of plastic, take some plastic wrap, I'm going to sit my dough on the plastic and I'm going to press it and then fold it together a few times. I'm just going to press it and fold it together. Then I'm going to shape it into like a disc. Shape it into like a disc, like this. Then I'm going to cover it with the plastic. And I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for an hour, just to let it chill a little bit. Then what I'm going to do while that's chilling, I'm going to add one moment. I'm going to add 2 egg yolks to this bowl. I'm going to add 2 egg yolks to this bowl. Then I'm going to add 4 normal eggs to this bowl. Okay. Then I'm going to add 1/2 cup of lemon juice to this. 1/2 cup of lemon juice. And this is lemon juice that comes from lemons that I freshly squeezed. 1/2 cup of freshly squeezed lemon juice. That's about 3 or 4 lemons. Two tablespoons of lemon zest. This is lemons. I zested these lemons using my lemon zester. Two tablespoons of lemon zest. Zest it from fresh lemons. 1 cup of sugar. One cup of Domino's granulated sugar. One cup of Domino's white sugar. Then I'm going to whisk this together. Then I'm going to turn my pot on to medium heat. That's my pot right there. Turn that on to medium heat. Then I'm going to add this to my pot. Add this mixture to my pot. Then I'm going to add 1 stick of unsalted butter to that. One stick of unsalted butter to this mixture. Stick of unsalted butter. Then I'm just going to let this cook. And, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to let the butter melt into the mixture. And I'm just going to watch it and let it cook. Let it heat up and let it cook for. Okay, my lemon curd is just about ready now. See how thick it is? You want it to be thick, almost like pudding. You want it to be thick, just like a pudding. And you know it's ready when it coats the whisk. That means it's ready. Because I went from medium heat, and when it started bubbling, I turned it on low heat, so it's just about ready. My curd is just about ready. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pie dish, get my pie dish ready. Whisk it until it gets really thick. It smells really good. See how thick that is? See, it's coating the whisk. That's how you know this is pretty much ready. Your lemon curd is ready. Because it coats, see how it coats the whisk? That's pretty much ready. So now what I can do is I can take this off the heat. I'm going to remove this from the heat, cut it off. Then I'm going to take my dough, my pie crust, take it out of the refrigerator. Been in there for about half an hour, 45 minutes. Then I'm going to start rolling it out. I'm going to put some flour down. I'm going to add some flour. Okay, so I'm going to add some flour to my surface so it doesn't stick. Add some flour to it a little bit. And I'm going to start rolling it. Flattening it. If it breaks apart, make sure it stays together. Keep spinning it, and I'm gonna keep it together. This is how you roll pie crust. And what I actually want to do is I want to use my bench scraper to pick it up a little bit as I'm rolling it. Okay, now you want your pie crust to be about 12 inches. So that's fine. That's more than enough. More than flat enough. So now I'm going to take my rolling pin and I'm going to do this with the pie crust. Roll it up. Now I'm going to take my pie tin. And I'm just going to unroll it onto my pie tin. Okay. It ripped a little bit, so I got to just add. Got to kind of just fill in the gaps a little bit. And this is a pretty big pie bowl, so this is a really big pie bowl, actually. Yeah, some of it ripped off, so I just got to, fill in the gaps with it. whatever ripped off, so it's even it out. Then I'm gonna take my curd and I'm gonna pour my curd into the shell. As I said, this is a pretty big pie. This is a larger than normal pie 10. Much larger than normal. So I'm going to put this in my oven that's been preheated to 375 degrees for about 10 minutes, maybe. And that's your lemon curd. That's your lemon tart.